Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing just a really quick recap of our paycheck budget from March 5th to March 18th. Our next paycheck is on March 19th. And if you have seen my March budget with me, I did go ahead and set up all three paycheck budgets, but I am going to be updating our March 19th paycheck budget. So I wanted to go ahead and do that here and show you guys how I'm going to be updating it because we did get our stimulus payment just 2 days ago, so 2 days before payday. My husband also got a bonus check that we didn't know that he was going to get. I didn't want to touch all that extra money and make any plans for it since I knew that we were going to be getting paid 2 days later. So I want to go ahead and incorporate that or that extra money and plan it out in the March 19th paycheck budget. So really quickly with this paycheck budget from March 5th, in the beginning we did start out with less than what we had expected, and then we also had a leftover amount from the last budget. In our checking account it was $3.82, and then we had $287 in cash to roll over, so we had $490 left over, which isn't extra income, it was just left over from the previous budget. And then on March 11th my husband received a bonus check from work. He said he wasn't sure when he was going to get it, so yeah, I just looked into our account and I was like, hey, you got paid extra. He said it was a bonus that everyone at work was going to be receiving. He didn't receive as much as the other guys did because he didn't work as much last year. Hey, I didn't even know we were going to get it, so to me that's a huge blessing. And then we got our stimulus paycheck we got our stimulus payment on the 17th. I want to put that on here. So we got it on the 17th on Wednesday, and we got $5,600. So our total income for this paycheck budget looks crazy high. So it's $8,948, and the only bills we had this paycheck budget was laundry, utility, or electricity, and insurance. So moving on with the variable budgets, and one of the reasons why I like to finalize our written budget just right before or the night before we're getting paid, just like today. Today's Thursday, payday is tomorrow, and I'm going to be updating our budget. The reason why I like to do that is because sometimes in the 2 weeks things might come up that we might need to budget for. Yeah, I have all of our budgets written down or logged on into Budget app, but then I will update that and then finalize it in the written budget. But since I set up our March paycheck budget way ahead of time, I had this already made. Two of the things that I added was a tech budget and then a health and wellness budget because we needed to pay for some medicines here. And then we also decided to upgrade our boys' tablets. They had the Amazon Fire tablets that they got a couple years ago, and then we decided to get them both the Samsung Galaxy Tab A7, I think that's what it is. One of them got the cheaper version, and then we decided to go a little bit more expensive with the older one because he's going to be using it for school. The school laptop just isn't working out anymore, so yeah, I wanted to get a tablet that'll work out for school, and so far it's working just fine, like with Zoom and Google Classroom and all of that. So that $339 that's here, that also includes their case as well. So I thought we got a really good deal, and then on top of that, because we got it at Sam's Club, we had a $90 credit, so we got a bigger discount than this. It would have been more than that if we didn't have that credit, and I probably wouldn't have upgraded my younger one's tablet. So, but yeah, we decided to just upgrade both of their tablets. And then I did decide to take $200 out of their savings in their envelopes. They each had $100 that they got last paycheck budget, I think it was, or two budgets ago, and we decided to just use that and deposit it to kind of help pay for that. And then we ended up spending for this paycheck budget pretty much $400 or close to $400 over. I did make myself a note over here as soon as we spent money on the tech stuff. I think I wrote down on the 16th, I made myself a note that we had $47 left to spend in order to have that goal of $337 to carry over to the next paycheck, because I think that's what I originally had in mind over here. So when we first initially set up this paycheck budget, we wanted to have $337 to carry over to the next budget, but we're going to end up having way more than that because of the stimulus and my husband's bonus check as well. So sinking funds, we put $345 into that, or into those. And then for our extra debt payment, we did do $700 instead of $1,000, just because we didn't know we were going to have all this extra money towards the end of the month or towards the end of the budget. So we did end up balancing. And then when you guys hear me say the word balancing, that pretty much just means that everything in the account is all good, that the numbers all match. It's just a word that I was just so used to working in retail when we're balancing at the end of the night. So yeah, that's just what I got used to. So everything matched up. This is the amount that we have in our checking, and then we do have $200 in cash. So now our leftover amount is this right here. And I made myself a note for the next budget. The goal is to pay off our federal loan. We have $1,000 left. I'm so excited. And then to mail our rent check, I need to open up another Capital One 360 for a house fund because that was the goal after we paid off our last debt. And then we are also going to be starting a sponsorship. I don't know, maybe I'll talk more about that in another video. Moving on to the March 19th paycheck budget, I have my budget app in front of me here to make sure I have everything. I did input all the leftover income in our checking cash, and then my husband's paycheck. He didn't get as much. Like I said, he hasn't been really working overtime, which we're totally okay with because when he first started in the company, he worked so much overtime that helped us kind of gain like huge momentum on paying off our debt. So now I just feel like I'd rather have him home on time. So with our leftover money, I'm gonna put checking account on here, and then I'll put leftover cash here at the bottom. Leftover checking, $6,547.19. And leftover cash is $200, so $9,080.61. And then with the bills, I just want to make sure everything's correct on here. And I already see that I didn't add something. Forgot to add laundry. I don't know why. I always deposit it, or I always upload every single paycheck. This, we actually don't have anymore, the auto save. I took it out of the auto deposit or auto transfer because we don't need to have it on auto, and I'd rather have control when I put sinking funds in because it kind of varies by our paycheck. I need to put laundry in here, and I've been doing $25 in there, which has been working out fine. We have Netflix on there. we're going to pay for this right away. So I'm just going to change this and just before the due date for our federal loan. So I'm just took off the minimum payment and just put whatever balance was left. It's like $1,000.03, I think, on there. Oh, and the Disney Plus actually increased $1, and I got the email saying that it will be effective this month. And then Mercury, rent, Capital One, and laundry. So that should be all of our bills. Okay, so I'm gonna add that sponsorship that I was talking about. Like I said, we're going to be sponsoring 2 college students, and for this month we're going to be doing it every month, and for this month they're each going to get $75, and then every month after that will be $50, and it's going to be going straight to my cousin who's going to give it to them. And I trust her. She's amazing, and I told her eventually one day I'd like to help out and be hands-on with the kiddos that they take in over there. So that's what we're doing with that. Wanted to also update our fun and events because we have a friend's birthday coming up soon. Want to make sure we get her a gift, and I already did update our household. This one also includes the household includes a Ninja blender that we've been wanting. I think we were debating last year between the Ninja Ninja blender versus the air fryer oven combo, and we decided to go with the air fryer one. So we decided this time to get that blender because it's something that we've been thinking about and wanting. So what else on here? I wanted to add a house fund. So we're also going to put a category here for the Roth IRA. It's something I've been talking about since the end of last year, and I think my husband and the lady that he's been talking to finally figured something out. They've just been talking back and forth, and then he just updates me. I just want to make sure I have a budget for it, or make sure we keep that in mind to contribute to as well. I forgot to put the mastermind that I'm in. It's a group coaching program that I'm in with one of my mentors, which is awesome. Love that group. So mastermind, and that one is going to be on 30th. It's $197 a month. And then I'm going to put the sponsorship on here as well. And that goes through, I'm going to be sending it through Western Union. I'm going to make sure I create that account already because I'm going to be sending money tomorrow. And I think that's it. Hopefully I didn't leave anything else out. So our total updated bills is $3,331, and we have $5,749 left over to still budget out. We're not done yet, so we're going to move on to the variable spending here, and I'm just going to go ahead and write that amount, $5,749.61. And I don't think I updated too much of our variable spending, just that fun and events category and the household. So food stays the same. Transportation I changed to 70. Household we changed to 150. Kids 30. Husband 100. I'm still at 0. Fun and events, I did change to 50. Miscellaneous is still at 50. Oh, I ended up putting laundry here. Okay, so let me cross that out. So let me recalculate this. Okay, so the amount that we have left over to budget is $5,049.61, and then our variable budget went from $580 to $700 because of those changes. And then I'm gonna just write sinking funds on here. So $549.61. This was not one of the paycheck budgets where we're gonna put anything into our sinking fund, so we still have $5,049.61 left to budget. We are going to be opening up a house down payment fund. We are going to be putting money into our emergency savings as well. The goal was to have $7,500 by the end of the year. We're just going to go ahead and do that now. So we're going to do $2,500 because we do have $5,000 in there right now. I should put that in here. So emergency fund, $2,500 is going in there. And then we also want to have money for the Roth. It's something that I've kind of been off and on just adding in here. I just want to always make a mental note that in case that my husband's Roth gets approved and everything in the system works out okay, that we can contribute if we can, because we do want to make extra deposits in there or contributions. I think we're going to do 500. That's what we last talked about. If it doesn't happen, it'll just get rolled over. So for the house down payment, we're going to do, we said we would do whatever was left over. So $2,049. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to drop that 61 cents and just make it all even. So $2,049 is going into our house fund when we open it up. And so our sinking fund totals $5,049 and nothing remaining. More than likely something will be getting left over for the next budget. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this budget recap. I know it wasn't as quick as I thought it was going to be, but I can talk budgets for days, I feel like. And yeah, anyways, I hope this was helpful for you guys. What are you doing with your stimulus payment? If you got one, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys, as always, for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.